Writing a conference abstract involves summarizing the key aspects of your research or presentation in a concise manner. Title: create a concise and descriptive title that clearly reflects the content of your research. Introduction: briefly introduce the topic of your research. Provide background information and explain the significance of your study. Objectives: state the main objectives or research questions of your study. What were you trying to find out? In describing your methods, explain the techniques you employed to conduct your research. It's crucial to be concise, yet ensure you include sufficient detail for the reader to fully grasp your approach. When presenting your results, summarize the key findings of your research. Concentrate on the most significant results that directly respond to your research questions. Conclusion: highlight the main conclusions or implications of your findings. Explain the significance of your results and their potential impact. Keywords: include a few keywords that represent the main topics of your research. This helps others find your abstract in conference proceedings or databases. Example of a conference abstract title: The Impact of Climate Change on Coastal Erosion in the Pacific Northwest. Introduction: coastal erosion is a growing concern due to the effects of climate change. This study investigates the rate of coastal erosion in the Pacific Northwest and its implications for local communities. Objectives: the primary objective is to quantify the rate of coastal erosion in selected sites in the Pacific Northwest and assess the contributing factors related to climate change. Methods: we conducted a longitudinal study using satellite imagery and ground surveys to measure changes in coastline position over the past 20 years. Additionally, we analyzed meteorological data to correlate erosion rates with weather patterns and sea level rise. Results: our findings indicate that coastal erosion rates have accelerated in the past decade, with an average increase of 15% per year. The data suggests a strong correlation between increased storm frequency and higher erosion rates. Conclusion: the study underscores the urgent need for coastal management strategies to mitigate the impact of climate change on coastal erosion. Policymakers should consider these findings to implement effective adaptation measures. Keywords: coastal erosion, climate change, Pacific Northwest, sea level rise, storm frequency. Tips for writing a conference. Abstract: be concise. Abstracts are typically limited to 250 to 300 words. Make every word count. Be clear. Use straightforward language and avoid jargon that might be unfamiliar to a general audience. Be specific. Focus on your main findings and their significance. Avoid unnecessary details. Follow guidelines. Adhere to any specific guidelines provided by the conference organizers, including word count, format, and submission procedures. Proofread. Carefully check your abstract for spelling and grammatical errors. A well-written abstract creates a positive impression. By following these steps and tips, you can create a compelling conference abstract that effectively communicates your research to the conference organizers and attendees. Subscribe to my page for more tips and advice on academic writing and research.